this is the thing, bro. Like, everyone's got their own theory, conspiracy theory. No one really will ever admit at either side what the real truth is or whatever. And ultimately, it doesn't even matter. I am where I'm supposed to be. I know that.
Preach.
I'll just say that. And this is the only thing. Like, I went there, did my thing, had my MRIs. Like, I was asking Joe, like, yo, like, could I, like, before I left, I wanted to see the head coach, just chop it up, talk football, talk ball. Like, he's a defensive guy, never met him before like that, so I wanted to chop it up. So I didn't get to meet with him till the end of the day. I didn't get to see the GM at all. I thought I was going to see him when I first got there. I didn't see him for 5 hours.
So he didn't come out the whole time you're testing or doing your physical. Everyone's talking about
never,
the GM never came once out to see you.
And I don't know why. I'm not going to speculate. I didn't see him one time. I even asked the girl. I was like, "Where's Eric at?" Like, I want to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just made the trade. Like, I didn't see him for 5 hours. So I go and do my thing. At the end, they're like, "Yeah, I'll take you up." Joe was like, "I'll take you up and you go see the head coach, whatever, just before you leave." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "That's what I want to say what's up to him." So I went back up, and I dap him up, and you could just tell like the energy was a little bit off. And the GM was standing in like the hall, like in the room next to me to the right, and that was the first time I seen him. And I'm just in my head, like this is a whirlwind, like I'm so excited, like fired up. You know what I mean? Like this is a new opportunity, whatever. And you could just tell the energy was off. Like I dapped him up. He had like a blank face. And I'm like, okay. I'm not thinking anything of it. Maybe he's just different. I don't know. I don't know him, whatever. I go into the room. They sit me down on the couch. And he's like, man, I don't know how to say this, but, one of our doctors has concerns with the results and whatever. And like with your knee, like some of them have, are concerned about the future and da-da-da-da-da. And, we really want you and this is what it is. But, we're just going to have to get more and more opinions. And I was like, the first thought in my head, like, I was terrified because I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck? Like, I just had, like, Neil Elitrosh, best fucking surgeon in the country, like, the best of the best. He's done all my surgeries for the most part. Like, that's my guy. Like, I go to his house. Like, that's my dude. Like, he's the best. So I haven't even got to talk to him or I hadn't got to talk to CJ at that point. So it just kind of hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? Is there something wrong? Like, I'm freaking out, like low key, deep down. I'm like, I can't get another surgery. I can't, like, my time on this is fucked up. So I'm fucking like, what is going on, bro? And CJ had been calling me right before I went up. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, CJ, let me hit you when I get out of here. And I was looking for Rachel. I don't know where Rachel's at. She was upstairs with the girls and stuff, like doing her own thing.
He has no clue at this moment, like what's going on.
Yeah, Rachel didn't know, but CJ like sent a text in the group chat, and I'm like, damn. So anyway, fast forward, I want to take all day, but they tell me like, yeah, we're gonna get back to you, like, we're gonna get some more opinions and things. Like, we obviously want you, this, and that. And I'm like, all right, like, okay, so we'll see. So I don't know. So then I leave. I'm like, this is what the fuck. Yeah. I get back to the hotel, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what does this mean? Like, I'm calling whatever. Then I talk to Neil. Neil calls me, and he called me way down. He's like, Max, don't listen to any of that shit. He's like, your knee is great. You're exactly where you're supposed to be or even ahead of schedule. He's like, you're doing everything right. He's like, they know you had your surgery 9 weeks ago. It's obviously if you get an MRI, like he's like showing me literally like the actual literature of like, this is where it needs supposed to be at from a meniscus repair. Like there can be MRIs that could be misleading because it's still fresh in surgery and this and this and that. He's like, listen, you're doing everything right. Everything's going well. We're going to keep sticking to the plan. He's like, you will be back by training camp. That has been the damn timeline since the beginning. That hasn't changed. Your stuff, obviously everyone's mentioned a bunch of different things. All these doctors are mentioning different.
And that's what was communicated out of your camp too, correctly? Like during this 100%. Whole time.
100%. So that's the thing. I'm like, okay. So now I'm like kind of calmed down, but at the same time, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Now, like,
you don't have the whole picture yet.
Yeah. Like, so I'm like, all right, I'm calmed down in that way. That was my number one concern. I'm like, shit, I need to make sure I'm good. Like, what the fuck? I've been doing everything, bro. I've been on crutches for 2 months. Like, you don't understand that part of it. Like, that shit's a lot on your fucking mental and everything. And I've been through a lot of surgeries. Like, being on crutches, y'all know me, bro. I can't sit still. I can't walk. Like, I went through, bro. I was diligent.
Even to be fair, like when you were like 2-3 days out, and I was like, bro, could you like low-key like put a little pressure on if you wanted to, because you want to do shit, right? And then and you're like, I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm not waiting. Like, I'm gonna wait until I'm done. To your point, to what you're saying, like you did everything to a T.
Everything, and to this exact day, to this morning, it doesn't change. So that at that moment I was scared. So I'm sitting and go back to the hotel. I'm with Rachel. I'm like, okay, let's get some food, do our thing. We ate lunch, we chilled for a little bit. I'm chilling on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I'm talking back and forth with CJ. He's like, we're going back and forth. We're talking to the doctor. Da 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 da. He's like, then the final call, like after probably like 2 hours later, he's like, yo, like, I'm gonna just be 100% real with you, Doug and CJ. He's like, I don't think this is gonna go the way we expected it to. Like, I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're probably gonna back out of this. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there waiting for a call. I can't even sit still, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? So I took a nap, like 20-minute nap.
That's impressive.
I called CJ back. I always find a way to get a nap.
Yeah.
Call CJ back. He hits me. He's like, yo, they're backing out. And it's crazy because their guy like called me. One of the Ravens guys called me and was like, yo, we're trying to figure this out. You know, we're gonna get this done. Don't worry. Like 5 minutes later, CJ calls me. It's like, they're backing out. I'm like, holy shit. So I'm like frozen. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm fucking livid, confused, the whole nine all in one. And so I told him, I'm like, I'm trying to get out of here, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to have dinner at 6:30. I had to wait till like 6 o'clock to figure out what the hell I was going to do. So me and Rachel, we got our dinner. We ordered in our food. We had like meal prep from the day before. We're like, fuck it, let's eat that. And CJ called and the Ravens. They're like, no, they'll send a jet. Like, they got a bigger one tonight. They'll send you back tonight in like an hour and a half if you guys can get ready. I'm like, start packing that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we packed all our shit. And literally it's the same thing as when I got the trade call. I got a call. I literally, as I was getting off the phone with CJ, ticker. Trade with Max Crosby's off on my phone. My shit starts blowing up. I'm like, here we go.